Hello and welcome to the MercGoat Conspiracy. This is Zorn. I am your DJ for today.
DJ Zorn.
With me, as always, I have the illustrious Ginger. I also have with me MercGoat.
He's going to play 80s soft rock all day.
I would love that, actually. And also we have Keta today with us.
Can I make a request for Corey Hart? Because sometimes I wear my sunglasses at night.
Well, I do like wearing sunglasses at night.
I actually heard a death metal cover on Liquid Metal on Sirius.
Really?
That song.
Oh, that must have been awesome.
That was horrible. It's death metal.
Oh. Great.
Well, as usually, we're going to have fun, we're going to do stuff, and Ginger is going to be Ginger.
You know what? I do ginger things with ginger-wee people.
That made so much sense.
It does.
Recently, we have gotten back from Necronomicon. Ginger didn't go because he was too busy being Ginger.
Lame.
I know, I got a real job.
Lame.
I was there myself with Reality A. Shameless plug here. We filled up all of our tables and we made everyone happy and sad and cry all at the same time.
I actually was able to play one game on Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Josh ran it.
Yep. I have a GM. His name is Josh, or as most of you know, Sally the Altar Boy. And he did some really, really good jobs for me. Also, at Necronomicon, Kete, I will let you introduce yourself with that.
Hi, I'm Kite, and I'm the co-owner of Necronomicon Press. So I was there selling books and lots of more books. Lots more books about unspeakable horrors. We did really well this year.
Well, also with Kete was MercGoat. He was her dungeon slave.
Yes,
He was helping me out voluntarily. I swear.
It was a good time. I got fed. I got to see everyone. I got a camouflage Cthulhu knit plush, which made my day. Monster soap, because you need hand soap with Cthulhu on it.
Of course.
And some band that was pretty mediocre. I can't remember their name, but they were Lovecrafty and doom metal.
Oh yeah, I don't like doom metal.
Doom metal is very you're in or you're out. But very nice guy. I'm really trying to think of his name. I think it was Black something Obelisk.
Well, speaking about metal and all of that stuff, we are going to be having a music festival near us.
Pretty much right down the road in North Kingstown. Quonset is going to have a music fest. Years ago, they had Lollapalooza, the first few years.
Oh, cool.
In case some people don't realize that. So it's not the first time, but it's supposed to be the biggest musical fest on the East Coast. The rumors are Metallica and Foo Fighters, which pretty much everyone likes, at least some of their music.
Well, yeah, I will absolutely love to go see Metallica once in my life.
I wish I could have seen Metallica back when they were awesome. I don't want to see them now.
I've heard they still play a lot of old stuff. I obviously haven't seen them myself.
Yeah, but I heard that the singer isn't the same at all.
But you're going to literally walk from my house to go to this show. I'm pretty sure you can handle that.
I'm now looking out the window and all I see are houses and trees.
Well, I'll just kick up my pant leg and I'll be like, "Hey, Sailor, can you drive me down the street?"
Good luck, honey.
But I plan on going, absolutely. You guys?
Oh, yeah, I would actually love to go. I have manly calf so I could pull off the kilt. Thank you, honey.
I mean, I would like to see the Foo Fighters. I'm not too excited about new Metallica.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be over multiple days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can go see Foo Fighters one day and not see Metallica one day if you really want to go there.
Or on the same day, you can see Foo Fighters and just completely miss them.
Well, I would want to see the Foo Fighters personally.
Yeah, I would. I like Foo Fighters.
Also, so everyone in the podcast listening group knows, Kite is actually cooking in the background, so please don't mind the sizzling sounds.
I swear we're not burning a ginger.
Not yet.
We're not putting him in the sun.
Or the stove.
I'm not Jewish.
Well, speaking of people that we need to put in the stove, Jared has pleaded guilty.
Oh my. For those of you who do not know about this sandwich debauchery, could you please tell us more about it, Merc?
It's debauchery,
Well,
honey.
Jared was arrested about a month ago for alleged child pornography, and come a month later, he's pleading guilty, so he's definitely a little pervert.
Well, he likes little perverts, apparently.
He likes to give his 6 inches to people that are 12 inches tall.
Oh my god. Somehow even I found that wrong, Mark.
Well, it's not
likes-
fault.
You like something sex with pygmies?
Ah, pygmy sex. That's a lot
I
better.
think he meant infant sex.
Ew!
Yeah, exactly.
But like the average baby that comes out is usually longer than a foot.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. He
God.
likes them 3 or 4.
Maybe he only likes
He
preteens.
said 12 inches.
Well, yeah.
12 inches a foot.
I know. I'm going with a sandwich joke. Give me a break. That was a hard one to pull off.
Well, moving on from, sort of moving on from that, we have the Ashley Madison debacle.
Have you
What
guys
is-
actually heard about that?
What is Ashley Madison?
It's a website. It's technically a dating website.
Technically.
It's a dating website for people who are married
Yep.
who have affairs with each other.
It literally says life is short, have an affair. That is their slogan.
Really?
Yes.
All of those Ashley Madison files were hacked. And everybody who was basically on that site, everybody knows who they are now.
Oh, including Josh Duggar, by the way.
Oh,
He
yes.
had 2 accounts.
Who's Josh Duggar?
He was that guy who was on a reality show for having like 1 million kids, and then he was caught being a child molester.
Yep.
And he was known for being the, Christian family man. So,
Usually most of them are.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
So, everyone got compromised. I really wish I was a divorce lawyer because my freaking income would be fantastic right now.
I know, right?
Now, I remember seeing something on like the Today Show or something like that about how, because I didn't know what the site was, so I'm watching it on here like, okay, I understand this, but it's saying 90% of the people on that website are all men.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
very few women. A lot of fake accounts. There's a lot of people coming out and saying they were making fake accounts for the brass higher-ups.
Yeah.
Mm.
So a lot of the defense was, yeah, your husband is probably on there, but the chance of having an affair is, like, minimal.
Mm-hmm.
So actual cheating most likely was not there, but the fact that it still could have
The
happened.
thought is
Yeah.
they made the effort, they made an account. There was also something I read where they said there was a $20 fee, and they could totally wipe all your data so it wasn't untraceable. And part of the people that hacked it wanted to prove that this data was not totally erased, and you wasted $20 on top of everything else that you did. And I believe that they succeeded in that.
Yes, they
Yes,
did.
they did.
So, that is absolutely wonderful that all the horrible, horrible people in the world got outed. But we also have another little segment that we want to do. The odd ex-girlfriend requests, or boyfriend, since Kitty is here.
It doesn't matter. Ex-significant other.
Alright, we can be
I
PC
can
here.
tell a story about Renee. It's fine.
Well, that's true. Kitty has a very interesting story, I'm sure.
How about you, John? Let's start with you.
Odd ex-girlfriend requests.
Yes, what's the oddest request you ever gotten from a girl?
I don't know, because I've never been in long enough to get odd requests half the time.
It's got to at least be one.
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that you're aware of, so nothing really strikes you as odd.
No. What would count as like an odd ex-girlfriend request? Like, she's saying like, hey, you know what I like? You just take my shit and just smear it across the floor.
Oh, that
Oh,
would definitely.
that would definitely
be.
I'll talk about my most recent ex-boyfriend.
Oh my god.
I have 2 stories for him.
All right, we got 2 for her.
Alright,
That makes up for the fact that John apparently does not have one.
Yeah, I have enough for both of us, John.
Alright, that works.
Well, why don't you share them?
Okay, so the first one was when we were at Anime Boston, and I wanted cat ears and a tail and a collar just to, like, be a cat for fun. Like, not for naughty fun, but for, like, regular fun, like going to cons. And he asked me if I would wear them in bed, and I definitely said no right away.
Well, that's definitely odd.
Not
It's
as
not-
odd as you'd think.
It's not as odd as you would think. What was really odd was when he asked me if I would ever consider... you guys don't even know this one. If you would ever consider masturbating next to the other person also masturbating. Like watching porn together.
That is definitely odd.
well,
What's odd about it is you would want the other person to touch you, right?
that's what I would want.
Generally, that's the goal.
So he asked me if like I would want to ever do it so that I was touching me and he was touching him.
So, in this specific circumstance, are you like sitting on your hands to give yourself familiar strangers, or is it just like full on masturbation?
I think it's just full on masturbation.
Oh god.
So he sits there wax off while you rub one out next to him.
Yeah, that's what he was asking me to do.
Huh.
I said no, and I asked him why he would ever like that, and he's like, "Oh, no girls are ever into it."
Because it's weird.
Yeah.
That definitely is probably going to win. However, let's find out. Let's go to Zorn.
Okay.
I bet his is gonna win.
Yeah,
Well-
cat people aren't that too far.
Mine is actually going to have to come from my first serious girlfriend, the one who asked me to marry her. That's not the specific part that is weird, though.
I don't know.
Well, she threatened no sex, or I marry her.
Okay, that's weird.
But that nowhere near was the most weird thing with her. I'm actually going to go to her with her father at the father's house. So I'm sleeping over there the night.
She didn't ask for a threesome, did she?
Yeah, she did, and then she actually reneged on it.
With her dad.
Well, not with her dad, no.
Okay, that's what I was going for.
No. Her dad did ask my best friend to sleep with him because, he hadn't nailed an Irish girl yet. Alright, so mine is going to be a very interesting one. Not with my first ex-girlfriend. It's going to be with my, I believe, 4th. I believe the funniest thing that ever happened with her was we were downstairs in her basement and she brings out a car battery. And she's like, interested? And, of course, the answer was immediately, no!
I would be asking where that car battery was going to go.
Well, I already know where it was going to go. She was going to electrocute my nads with them. In the end, she did wind up electrocuting me twice with it, and I used them on her, but that's besides the point.
Electrocuting your ball sack with a car battery.
That's what she wanted to do to me.
That's beautiful.
I don't think that's in any way, shape, or form pretty healthy for you.
I don't think anyone actually doing that is concerned about their health. Just saying.
So what do you got, Merc?
One of my exes, who won't be named, of course, wanted me because I didn't want to be in the bathroom the same time she was sitting down, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
She kept insisting that I hold her hand while she sits on the throne to make it less awkward. I'm getting looks like I'm making this up. This is a true story.
No, my concern is that to make it less awkward, she wants to hold your hand. I think the fact that makes it more awkward.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I'm there
That's
too.
so weird.
That's where my head is. Like, no, that's going to make it more awkward. Like, not only are you doing your business, but now I got to hold your hand.
Like, if I'm in the shower and you come in, fine. If I'm brushing
No.
my teeth and you have to pee, fine. But there's a limit. And that's definitely crossing it.
On my second date with one of my exes, she came in to the bathroom while I was on the shitter. She had a blanket and a pillow, and she laid down on the floor, hugging my leg while I was popping a squat. Second date.
I'm sorry.
I was with her for 4.5 years.
Again, I'm
The
sorry.
fact that you ended it like that. Here I am, in my own business, taking a shit, and she comes in out of nowhere and just kind of like hugs my leg. And that was 4.5 years into that relationship.
Speaking of things that I'm not looking forward to,
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump is leading the polls, as you know.
Mm.
He's batshit crazy.
Yeah, he is. He wants to build a great wall between us and Mexico, and possibly Canada as well.
If South Park has taught us anything, it's not to build walls. The Mongolians will come and rip it down.
That's
Right?
true. Also,
No, it's only if the Chinese build a wall.
also on The Simpsons, they did predict Donald Trump being president back in like '85.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They had an episode where they went to the future and Donald Trump was president.
Mm-hmm.
He's so awful. And we try not to get too political, but
I will keep all of my everything to myself.
Of
about
course.
This specific.
but we're just laughing at the fact that he wants to build a Great Wall right now.
That is perfectly fine to laugh at.
See, I'm more interested in these nuts.
Ah, yes, these nuts.
The candidate that's doing well in the polls that can't be in the polls.
Yes, a 15-year-old boy in like the Carolinas. He had 9% of the polls.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
If I remember right, Colbert had 9% of the polls in South Carolina, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's from there.
Mm.
And it's just like this 15-year-old kid out of nowhere. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna write in these nuts, and I guess he probably got other people to write them with him.
A lot of people.
It's like 9% of the polls.
9%, there's probably like 10 people in North South Carolina.
Oh, God. As we get South Carolinian hate mail.
Who was that candidate who said that he was a wizard and he would wear a boot on his head?
Vermin Supreme.
Is he running again?
I don't know.
I'll vote for him.
He had a very strong stance against tooth decay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He promised everyone a unicorn.
Yes, he promised everyone a unicorn.
Why is he not running again?
The guy is amazing.
I know, like, the Democratic Party's looking for more people in their poll debate, so just bring him back.
There was even one point where he put like fairy dust over like a real candidate. He's like, "Now you're gay!" Like right in the middle of his speech. It was very interesting.
That is beautiful.
Wow.
Speaking of insane things, the MercGoat Conspiracy trailer is going to be a big thing on YouTube. It's already up. Hopefully you've all watched it.
If you haven't, watch it. If you have, watch it again.
Keep sharing it. Show it to all your friends, your family.
Show it to your grandma.
Show it to your dog.
We spent a good week on that movie.
If you own a lizard, show it to that too.
Show everyone everything about the conspiracy movie.
Show your goldfish every 3 minutes, because that's as long as the memory is.
We want Jared to see this in prison.
Yeah.
We do.
That's one of our goals.
Show him how to rape a kid properly.
Wow.
I don't remember that being in the film.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it was just
That's in the
comedy.
extras. You were there that day.
Uh,
I don't remember that scene either.
No, it was just me and the camera. I gave it to Sam after. I was really the only one there. Don't ask who the kid was.
Okay.
So how old were you when Mad Max came out? Since we're talking about so much child porn.
Well, I was born in 79.
What year was the first Mad Max?
I'm pretty
In
sure.
the 80s?
Yeah, I was pretty I'm probably like 5 or 6 around there.
So you were a kid when Mad Max came out.
Uh-huh.
And today, Mad Max the video game has come out.
Like from the original movies? Or from off the new one like Fury Road?
It seems like its own entity. I haven't played it yet. I kind of blindly bought it just because it looks cool. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
The pre-order
that's like
came-
usually one of the wrong reasons to get things.
yeah.
I got a lot of faith in it for whatever reason. Warner Brothers released it. If you pre-ordered it, you got a die-cast car, which is big for me,
Obviously.
as well as a car in the game. And apparently there was a whole weapon pack that came with it that wasn't advertised too. So pre-ordering, they did the right thing. It wasn't like if I bought it at Best Buy, I would have got something else. So I'm happy about that as well. I'm excited to play it. Came out today, September 1st, since this is dated.
Mm-hmm.
You do know all those cars in that movie, Fury Road, were fully functional?
Oh yeah.
Every piece of equipment had its own thing to be used for it. Like, nothing was for display.
Cool.
It took a long time to shoot that movie too.
Oh, I
I
bet.
was reading
Yeah.
about that.
Well, they went back to Australia, didn't they?
They went back to the original shooting.
Yeah, they did reshoots too.
Wow.
Like a year or two later.
Mm-hmm.
So they were busy. But keeping up with games, we're going to start doing a board game review soon.
Yes, so I'm going to be doing the board game review. So far, we have done a review for Exploding Kittens. Also, we have done a review for a very fantastic game, Tokaido. Granted, we are not Will Wheaton, nor will we ever be. But please come watch that. The next one I want to do with the conspiracy is going to be probably very screwed up, called Winter Tales.
That sounds horrific already.
Oh, Winter Tales is amazing. I played it as well.
I'm excited.
We played it for the first time, like 2 days ago.
That good, huh?
It was fantastic. I spent $100 on it. I was pissed, and I'm like, nope, this is actually a great game. I like it. Do it.
Money well spent.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game.
But that was back when I was making big Nexus money.
For you Cards Against Humanity fans out there, a couple episodes ago I promised I'd mention the design pack when I got it. I was disappointed. It was for a good cause, though. They donated the money to a Chicago art museum. But the cards are next to unplayable. They all use the 7 words you can never say from George Carlin, and they're all illustrated through 30 cards. There's a couple cool ones, but playability is just not there. Thankfully, they're not profiting from this, though. You guys saw it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty lame. I was disappointed.
I agree. I was also labified.
So I'll probably still only buy everything they buy. I did get the Reject Pack number 2, which actually made up for it, even though those are never officially released.
Mhm.
That has some good cards. Also, Crabs of Just Humidity, probably the best of the unofficial third-party companies, came out with Expansion 5. I've been sharing some of the cards with you guys today.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't you share some of the cards with them?
One of my favorites was Bill Cosby's Chocolate Pudding Pop. You know, current events.
Nice.
Tinder, just because everyone loves Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a great... Oh, hot singles in the area, going with Tinder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Being catfished. Everyone knows what catfishing is, I take it.
Yes. I watched the show.
My Lucky Charms.
I like my Lucky Charm.
Iggy Azalea, because she's popular now. A lemon-stealing whore.
Nice, I like that.
Shit-filled raviolis.
Mm-hmm.
A bucket of dicks.
A whole bucket?
Yes. Getting white girl wasted.
I've been there.
Allahu Akbar.
Mm-hmm.
A special snowflake. Skanky Smurf, my absolute favorite. A meat tornado. And an asshole that tastes like vanilla ice cream.
Yum.
A meat
My
tornado?
favorite-
That's a burrito in the show Parks and Recreation.
That's probably where they're referencing that from.
My favorite one was the Shub Niggurath one.
Yes. There was even a Lovecraft reference in one of them.
Yes.
Mhm.
It was a little racy, but it was pretty funny.
So, speaking about racy, we have an FMK. This one is going to be an interesting one. The FMK is for specific horror queens or people who have been in horror films. From the Resident Evil series, we have Mila Jovovich. From the Scream series, we have Neve Campbell. And we have Jamie Lee Curtis from Halloween. So, Jinja, start us off.
Jamie Lee Curtis dead.
Okay.
Why?
Too old.
Too old. Okay.
Too old. Didn't like her. She can shove that fucking activity shit down over her ass.
I was going to say that too.
Ugh. Yeah, dead. Gone. Probably fuck, what's her name? The one from Fifth Element.
Mila Jovovich?
Yes.
Okay.
I like her in that suit.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Well,
And
yeah,
then
you see her
Mary
topless
Jane.
like twice in the whole movie, and in the Blu-ray, they made sure to, make her breasts much more high definition.
She was nude in first Resident Evil too, right?
I'm pretty
For
sure
a
she
bit.
is.
Yeah.
And
Not nothing you could say, but
yeah, her husband loves getting her naked on film. So
who's her husband?
usually the director of whatever she's in.
Oh, so it just constantly changes.
No, actually, it's usually the same guy.
Oh. Why, who's directing Resident Evil?
I don't know.
Oh.
We care about her, not her husband.
Yeah. There's no fantasy there.
Please, honey.
What? So, that would leave, last but not least, Neve Campbell for you to marry.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. What's your reasoning behind that?
Mainly because like Mia Jovovich's too small tits for me to enjoy for a long time. So
Okay.
yeah, she's the bigger rack out of the two.
He's got a reason.
I actually completely agree with all of John's options.
Okay,
I
so
have all of the same options.
great. Because too old, no rack, and bigger rack?
Yeah.
Okay. Merc?
Yeah, fuck that fucking farting yogurt bitch. She's dead. That's 3.
I can't pass bowel movements properly, so I eat
Wow.
yogurt by Dan.
You mean don't fuck her?
Huh? Yeah. Well, fuck her with a wood chipper.
Oh, God.
Neve Campbell's hot.
So,
I'll fuck her though.
you'll fuck her? Alright, and then you'll marry Mila Jovovich?
Oh god, yeah, I love her movies. She's hot.
Oh,
Small
well,
tits or not.
that's fine. I am a fan of Mila Jovovich, but unfortunately I'm going to be going differently than all of you, and I'm killing her.
Oh, that's because you're old.
Oh, my God.
Ooh, she pulled the age card.
Alright, so apparently I'm old because of this, but yes, I'm going to nail Jamie Lee Curtis. And
Ugh.
Oh, gross.
Ugh.
what? I knew her from when she was awesome.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
but it's
honey.
gotta
You're
be
old.
all like. It's gotta look like bad gray roast beef right now. You know, that's
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I mean,
you
Arnold's
buy
been
roast
there.
beef and you just sit it in your fridge for like 2 weeks, and you go back to it. That's what Jamie Lee Curtis looks like down there right now.
So the beef they use at Waltz?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can just, close your eyes and remember the good old days.
I don't remember the good days because I wasn't around for those.
Oh, well, thank you. Anyway, Nev Campbell is going to be the one that I marry, mostly because she's supposed to be a very interesting person.
Oh, she has a personality?
Yes.
Oh.
Awesome.
Well, damn. Sorry, guys.
I didn't know that. I was just going off of boobs.
I would have just changed my answer if I knew she wanted to talk to me all smart like with her book learning.
I really just know
Oh my
what they look like. I don't know anything about them personally, so I was just going off of looks.
I don't know that much about Nev
That's
Campbell.
the fun part of this game. You don't have to know what they look, how smart they are.
I just want to know how desperate for Jamie Lee Curtis was to do the Activia commercials.
Oh, probably a bit. But anyway.
Well, you mean she should make enough money off of Freaky Friday with her and Lindsay Lohan?
Oh, my God.
I think that movie was a major flop.
Yeah, and that was also a remake, too.
Yes, it was.
So we're going to go on to Soilwork.
I have played the album thoroughly for you two.
Woo!
Yep, I actually really like the album.
It's awesome. I think it might be my favorite album of theirs.
It's really, really solid. It's very, very progressive towards what they've been going through probably since the Panic broadcast, the last album, the double album, and then this one. Panic broadcast is probably my favorite still, but it definitely still has that feel. They've changed their sound. They used to be a death metal band, and now
They're way better.
Very progressive, almost heavier Dream Theater, maybe.
Sort of. His voice does kind of remind me of Dream Theater a little bit.
A little bit.
But
There's one or two songs especially.
I am just so happy they changed from death metal, because I feel like they kind of sucked when they were death metal.
The first two albums were death metal, and then he didn't do any clean vocals, and they were still very heavy in the third album. They're still considered melodic death metal.
Yeah.
In the third album, he started singing, and that's when it got really good. There was one or two songs on the album that he doesn't sing, but they were still good, just because of the whole feel of the album.
Right.
And then, what the hell is it? Natural Born Chaos came out, and that's where they really got into that melodic sound.
Yeah, Natural Born Chaos might be my second favorite.
That's definitely a lot of people's favorites. Figure Number 5 was a little bit of a flop. Stabbing the Drama was quite popular. What the hell was that last one? The one after Stabbing the Drama was a flop. They only had one song they play live on that. Even now I'm kind of not into that one as much. Still okay. They lost their main guitarist and he came back.
Oh, right, yeah. That messed everything up.
And then obviously the 3 new albums, which was kind of where their new sound has come from. So it's very nice to hear that they're sticking with it.
Right, yeah. I really hope they never go back to death metal.
I don't think they ever would. Much like Mastodon, they've progressed, and they sound nothing like how they used to. They're definitely the two most changed bands that I listen to. Although I like the old Mastodon stuff, even when it didn't have any clean vocals.
Yeah.
Now, I was listening to this band the other day going into work, and you remember them. You hate them. You've seen them live twice. I'm pretty sure you regret it. They weren't the main band either.
Who?
The Buddy the Bear.
Oh, God, I've seen that twice.
They are awful.
But they got a new singer. They replaced that big guy, the bear, with a girl. And they changed their sound a bit now, too, so now they're halfway decent.
I'm going to have to disagree before I even hear it. If you're wrong, I apologize, but I don't see it happening.
I'll play a song for you after this.
I'll give you a maybe. Maybe he's right. Maybe it's halfway decent now.
The Bunny's always been the main member. I know that.
Yes, he's still there. They got rid of the bear, or the guy who was the bear, and they have a girl singing it now. And she definitely has a better voice than that guy.
Well, that guy sounded like he was getting his balls chopped off. I mean, it's not hard to improve off ball torture.
Well, ball torture is pretty hard and horrible from what I, hear. Not from any experience.
Sure.
So that did happen with the car battery.
No, actually, later on, she decided that she was going to smear icy hot on my testicles. Not once, but twice.
Why were you with her?
This is what I ask him every time he mentions his ex-girlfriends. Every time.
Her nickname was the Head Monster. You tell me while I was with her.
Okay, I don't mind being called the Head Monster, But when the moment icy hot comes near my genitals, don't get me wrong, I love smearing that shit on myself. But when someone else comes with the same idea, you get out of my house.
Sorry, but
you are a danger to my future children, okay?
Why would you date someone named Head Monster knowing that she got that nickname from sucking off, like 100 guys?
Well, no, she got that nickname from me, from what she did to me, not from what she did before.
Oh.
So
you gave her the nickname, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, yeah, I nicknamed her that for that reason.
Does she still use it today?
No, she's actually married and Christian now.
Interesting.
And hates my guts, from what I hear.
Well, good.
Something doesn't surprise me about that. Did you ever say at one point she could suck a bowling ball through a garden hose?
Oh, she said it many, many times. She was very, very fun back in the old days. We all here know Chad, or at least have heard of the legend of the Chad.
Who?
I think he met Chad once.
Chad's a tall guy, big asshole. Yes, I called you an asshole.
Does he wear a little hat?
No, he's bald as hell.
Yeah, but when I think I came over to what's his name's house, Joe's house, he was playing. You guys were playing that zombie game, and he had a little hat on, and he's just drawing pentagrams.
Maybe he may have been.
I thought that was Alex.
Oh, that was Alex. That was
Okay.
definitely Alex.
So no, I never met Chad then.
All right. So anyway, the Chad, he met her for the first time, naked on his bed when he first walked in.
Oh, this girl.
Yeah, that girl.
He still talks about that a lot, too.
Well, yeah, he definitely wanted that girl, and he always hated me for getting her. Actually, he just told me the same thing about my current girlfriend. So.
Yeah, well, I'm better at head than your head monster ex-girlfriend. That's all I have to say about it.
Wait, he's telling you the same story about you? So you were waiting there naked on his bed when he walked in the room?
What?
Yeah, that's kind of how I took it, too.
No, she's just saying that she's better at head than the head monster.
Oh, I thought she was saying, so he walks in, there she is, just naked on his bed, like it's okay.
Well, that is what the head monster did.
Yeah,
not
but
what
you were
the
saying
kitty
it,
did.
the way you were saying it sounded like she did the exact same thing
Yeah.
that she did.
It did sound
And
like
then
that.
it just sounded just like, oh, okay.
No, I'm not a weirdo, okay? Well, I'm not that weird.
Oh, you're definitely weird.
I'm not that weird.
You don't wait patiently for naked on your bed for your boyfriend or whatever to come home?
Or whatever.
I don't know what you're dating at the time. I don't judge. Chef don't judge.
Chef don't judge.
I don't do that for strangers either.
Especially strangers, actually.
Strangers are the best people, okay?
Speaking of strangers, I have a friend of mine, Arthur, small tangent. He is a very interesting man. He decided one day that he was going to go for a walk. And he met this girl who was just crying and she couldn't speak a lick of English. He tried to help her out and he was trying to be the nice guy, and she just grabbed his hand and led him upstairs to her bedroom where they had mad, passionate sex.
That is so bullshit.
No, it actually happened.
This did not happen.
It totally happened. It happened a bunch of times, actually.
Nope, not happen.
This happened to him all the time. I also know that he lit a cigarette for a girl outside of a club and he got laid.
Some people do just have that kind of luck.
I totally call bullshit on that.
Well, I know it for sure about quite a few of the different things that he has done. Especially when he was in Turkey, but we won't talk about Turkey. It's bad. Anyway, he is actually happy dating my first ex-girlfriend, which I talk about here sometimes. And they have a kid together. So, congrats to them. They're actually happy.
Being happy is fantastic.
Yeah, go team. But anyway, speaking about going team, we have a very interesting sort of another political thing. South Korea versus North Korea. What do we all think about the rekindling of the Korean bullshit?
Kim Jong-un is hilarious.
Hilarious.
Like,
Really?
if you ever look at the photos of what the shit he does daily, you will laugh. Like, they put him on a roller coaster, and they always this is my first time on a roller coaster. Like, he's writing, a diary in, kindergarten.
Oh my god.
They're just because he's always, out doing random shit. Like, this is him driving a race car. Like...
It's just stupid with this guy. I mean...
And his hairdo,
Oh god.
It must suck being the fattest kid in the whole country.
Oh my god.
Well, you're the only one that has any food. It's understandable.
You know, the women there have only 20-something haircuts to choose from, and they only get like 4 more when they're married.
I think it's
Yeah.
less than that, actually.
Yeah, it's like 16 and 20, I think.
16 and
Yeah.
20? Yeah.
The guys only have one.
The guys have like 4.
Yeah, I have 3
Oh.
or 4.
It used to be. It had to be Kim Jong Il's haircut.
Yeah, but
Unit power.
They're giving him a little bit more room.
Oh, here you go. Have a few more haircut styles. It's fine.
Must suck to be a barber there. Or it might be great because you know what you have to do every time. I don't know.
It might be awful if you suck at it, though.
do you want 1, 2, or 3? Let's go.
That's not appropriate haircut. My barber sucks. Doesn't matter. Bang, bang. We're gonna go kill him too. Don't worry.
You just get a bowl, put it on your head. Done. All right. But yeah,
So it's pretty much just the Cold War that we had that they're doing. It's like, who has the bigger dick, but no one's going to show.
Well, they're like firing mortars at each other, but they're not actually killing anyone. It's
Yeah.
much like the start of the original Mercenaries game, because that's actually North Korea, South Korea fighting, and China invades, and U.S. invades, and the Russians are there to do arms deals.
so if Trump gets elected, we're going to have some fun over there, I think.
No, Trump's going to stay out. He's got no business over there. There's no benefit to him.
It's Trump. I don't know.
Trump works for himself.
Well, true, but he might also be like, hey, I'm going to go flex my penis.
Do you know anyone that actually supports him? Because they're saying he's in the polls. I don't know anyone that likes him.
Yeah, actually, I was just talking with a couple of people that we actually know. One of them was a wicked Trump supporter.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was talking to SLB. SLB isn't the Trump supporter. And another gentleman, sort of gentleman. And he was just like, all about Trump. And SLB and I were just kind of looking at him, not saying anything. And he's like, well, you know, Trump's the best out of them all. Sanders is a joke. And both me and the SLB are just sitting there looking at him like, we're going to let you talk. And we're absolutely going to say nothing.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
It's that evil, evil grin.
But yeah, he was just going off on that.
Right now it's war games, but if it gets worse, it could definitely spiral into something way worse.
World War III, go!
Possibly, yes.
Oh, God.
That's dick butt.
John's going through Crabs Against Humanity that I was talking about earlier, and he found the Dick Butt card. It's actually the first illustrated card from Crabs Against Humanity.
It's not your normal illustrated dick butt, because I've seen that one plenty of times. This is like more of like a cuter face on him.
I want a new version of dick butt printed onto a card that has Donald Trump's toupee.
Oh, my God.
But, I don't know, the whole thing with Donald Trump, if he does become president, it's going to be hell.
Yeah.
And apparently, at the Music Awards on Sunday night, Kanye West announced he's running for presidency in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, 2020, Kanye West announced his running.
Would you say that if Donald Trump won, there would be hell to pay?
Wow. Get out. Just get out. Get out of my house.
Oh.
I'll tell you a story about this kid I knew. He lives down the street.
Someone's not getting laid tonight.
His name is Sean Sullivan. We call him Sully.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna tell a story about Sully?
Oh yeah, because there's this thing he do. And
Kite has actually met him once at Toy Vault.
Yes, I met him briefly.
I don't know how he does it, but he is just the master of bad puns. Like, just god-awful puns. If he were to make a pun right now, people 4 houses down, if they heard it, they'd be groaning like, ugh. And whenever you made said bad pun, you get punched in the arm for making a Sully.
What's the last name of this guy?
Sullivan.
Sully Sullivan?
Sean Sullivan.
Sean Sullivan.
But we call him Sully.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, because we already had a Sean. And he argued, like, but my name's Sean. It's like, no, you're Sully. But I'm Sean too. It's like, no, Sully, you're Sully. You're not Sean, you're Sully. But my name is Sean. We don't care, you're Sully. So as far as our name, as far as his name goes, if we were to ever like write it down, he'd be Sully Sullivan, just like Turk Turkleton.
Wow.
Did you really think my name is Turk Turkleton? Yes. Yes, the Turkletons, Mrs. Turkleton and Mr. Turkleton. When his name was Christopher Turk.
So welcome to the wasting time of the MercGoat Conspiracy segment.
Yes, well, We here at the MercGoat Conspiracy would wish to say keep listening to us, subscribe to us, and definitely watch the movie once it comes out. This is Zorn.
Do you have anything you want to add before we close?
I'm a cat.
You're a cat. John?
I am not a cat.
Alright. We'll figure that out later. We'll see if they're both lying or they're both telling the truth.
Alright.
I just want to say this episode goes out to Wes Craven.
Ah, yes. Or Wes.
Oh, rest in peace, Wes Craven.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, I am Merc.
Zorn.
Kita.
Change it.
Peace out.